Welcome. Today I will teach you how to use Google Slides. Google Slides is a presentation program developed by Google. Okay? If you have used PowerPoint before, this is the Google's version of it. You can use it to create some slides about a particular product you want to talk to a group of people about. So let's get into it. Google Slides can be accessed through the web, okay? So you need to use your web browser, maybe Chrome or Edge, anyone you like using to access the platform. So in this tutorial, I'll be using Google Chrome, okay? So open your web browser. Then visit slides.google.com. See the link here? As the website opens, this is the first interface you will see. This is the start script. Here it says start a new presentation. Okay. So the combination of different slides is what makes a presentation. So after creating your Google Slides and you want to save it, you save it as what? A presentation. So it's called a presentation file. Okay. Here are some recent designs I created here. And here you can see blank presentation and other templates. Take for example, you want to create a portfolio slide. You can go with this portfolio, open it and edit what is inside of it, okay, to suit into what you want. If you want to create a presentation, wedding presentation slide, you go with this option. So it makes the job easy for you. Photo album, go with this. But in most cases, you'll be working with blank presentation. So because it allows you to custom what you want to create. Okay, it gives you the opportunity to create what you want to create easily on your own. So let's go with blank presentation. So I'll click on it. As the blank presentation opens, you will have an interface that looks like this. This is a text box. This is another text box. Because in slides, you assign text inside a text box. You can't just type text outside any text box in the presentation program. Are you getting it? Unless if you are using shape, you can type text inside shape because shape comes with text box embedded in it. All right. Okay, well, this side you can see some commands that are made available in this presentation home. Okay, for example, this is search. Maybe you want to search something you have in your a functionality in this program. You can use this search the menus option. Okay, this is for adding of a new slide. This is undo button. Maybe you take an action and you don't want that action to hold. You can use the undo button to get back to where you were previously. This is the redo button. This is a print button. At the end of the presentation, you want to have a physical copy of it. Okay, you can use this print button to print it out. Okay, this is the paint format. This is the zoom, which allows you to zoom the content you have in your presentation, as well as the other ones. This is background, which allows you to change the background of your presentation. Take for example, this white background may look so casual. I want to change it. Click on this background and then click here and select any color of your choice. Okay, so let me close that. This is layout, which allows you to change the layout of your slide. For example, you don't like this subject and the subheading section slide here. So you don't like this, the way it's arranged, you can use the layout option to switch to another layout. Okay, take for example, you want to have only title and body, you go with this. You can see it has changed this interface. Are you getting it? So let me just go back to where we are by clicking on the undo button. All right, this is theme. It allows you to change the theme of the presentation you're working on, okay? Whereby it gives you many choices to choose from. So look at this option here. By this panel, you can see there are some themes that are presented here you can apply, okay, before creating anything on it. If you like this, you can just click on it and you can see this theme is applied here. So I can start creating my text and my other things I want to have inside the presentation, okay? This is transition, which allows you to apply animation to your slide. Are you getting it? For example, in this case, it comes without any transition effect. But if you want your slides to transition from one to another, you got to click on this and then select one transition effect you want here. Okay, it adds animation to your slides. Okay. Okay, take a look at the top part of this presentation. You can see some information here. This is file, this is edit, this is view, this is insert, this is format, this is slide, this is arrange, this is tool, this is extension, and this is help. All these are known as tabs or menu items. Okay, so each of the tabs contains some commands that will allow you to perform specific tasks. For example, if we click on file, you will see some options. This is new, which you can use to assign a new presentation. Okay, this is open, allows you to open a presentation you already have saved in your computer. Okay, import allows you to import new slide from somewhere in your computer or any other source. Okay, make a copy allows you to make a copy of the presentation you are creating in Google Slide. Okay, likewise the other information here. So edit contains the undo and the redo button. Okay, remember these two commands undo and redo are already on the home tab. Are you getting it? On the home of the presentation. So that's why some commands you can find in some of these tabs can be found on the home or another tab as well. Okay, you have cut, which allows you to cut the presentation. When you select one, copy allows you to copy slide and paste, as well as some other options here. Okay, then in the view, you have slideshow, which allows you to play this slide in motion. Are you getting it? So it moves from one slide to another. Okay, you can control that using the arrow key of your computer keyboard. You have motion, you have team builder, you have grid view, which is not selected by default. Show ruler is selected by default, and that is why you have this here. That's the ruler. Okay, and by the side here, you still have ruler, as well as other options inside the view. The insert allows you to insert some objects in your presentation. Okay, for example, you want to add image in the slide you are designing, you go with the image option. Okay, and select a source. Likewise, text box allows, this is text box, you can use it to assign a new text box in the slide. Audio allows you to add audio in your slide, video, shape, and so many other objects. Okay, so the insert tab has some functionalities that allows you to add different objects in the slide you're working on. Okay, format has some um, commands that allows you to format your slide differently. Okay, for example, text alignment and indents, we have line and paragraph spacing. This works on the text. So when we have text in the slide, we can decide to change the paragraph spacing, or we can decide to choose bullets and number. Here is not selectable because there's no text we have in this slide already. Okay, but by the time we start working on our slides fully, you will see the effects of these tools. Okay, so that's why they are disabled at this stage. Okay, but remember, as usual, some of these commands are found on the home. All right, so when we start working on text, you see that slide allows you to perform some actions that have to do with the slide you have in your presentation. For example, you want to add a new slide, you go with this option, duplicate a slide, select this here and select the duplicate slide option. Delete slide, you select a slide and delete it. Okay, I go with this option to delete the slide. Though you can still right click on the slide and then see the delete option. Arrange allows you to arrange your slides differently. Tools contains some tools that allows you to check some things about the presentation you are working on. For example, check spelling, explore, link object, dictionary, question and answer, and the rest. Dictate speaker, notes, and the rest. Okay. Extension allows you to add new extension that will make you work more efficiently in your Google Slides. Okay, so we have add-on, you have app scripts. Okay, help allows you to get help from Google Slides team. Okay, for example, you need help about a particular thing, you can search for it here, or you can click on this help for you to access some resources that will give you help on the program. Training allows you to get training from Google on this program as well. Updates gives you information about the new updates on the program, helps slides improve, report abuse allows you to report abuse, and so many others. So let's get into it fully. I want to create a presentation showing the courses that Godwin Tech offer to different students from different parts of the world. Okay, so that is the kind of presentation I want to create in Google Slides. So the first is to add text, and you can see the information here. It says click to add title. So I'll click here and then call this Godwin Tech. So as you press the keys of your computer keyboard, the text gets represented on the screen, just as you can see here. Okay. Right, so here I call it Godwin Tech courses. Are you getting that? So if you want to extend the text box, get your cursor to the edge until you see the arrows that point towards the right and the left, just as you can see on the screen. Then press and hold on the left button of your mouse and then drag in one direction. I can drag in this direction as well. Okay, and here I have this text here, but I need to adjust this text box to a new position. So for you to do that, get your mouse, get your cursor to one part of that text box, just as you can see. As you can see the arrow signs that cross each other, just as you can see on the screen. Then press and hold on the left button of your mouse, and then drag in any new directions. So here I'm dragging up. Okay, good. Then you can see I have the title better here, Godwin Tech courses. So we need to change this um text. Let's change the font. Okay, for you to change the font, just click inside the text box and then select all. By this home, you can see the font area. So click and select a new font of your choice. I think I like this. That's the impact. To increase the size, you can use this plus sign until you are okay with what you have at that point in time. Okay? You can see we have a better view of this, which is Godwin Tech courses. So let's add a subtitle. For you to add a subtitle, click inside. We offer different courses. All right, so I can drag this up to be close to the title, okay? And I can can make the text border, Control A, and then I will locate the bold icon command. Okay, so now that I've selected the text, you can see there is no bold command here. So for you to see the other commands that are made available on the home, click these three dots. So this displays more commands, and one of them here is bold. So click on that, and for you to align this text differently, you can see this is aligned towards the left. So I want it to be aligned towards the center, so I can click at this spot. Okay, this is the alignment command, and then position this to the center. I can increase the font as well. Okay, the font size, I think 20 is good, and I can still go ahead and then drag up. Good. So this shows you what this slides is all about. It's about Godwin Tech offering many courses to students. So here I can list the courses so that people can glance through and see what we have to offer to our students. Okay, so I need to use the list command to list these different courses. But first, we need to introduce a new text box to list, because as I said, you cannot introduce text without any text box. Okay, so click on insert and select text box option. So for you to then have the text box in the slide, press and hold on the left button of your mouse and then drag until you are okay with the structure you are getting. And here I can list the courses. And for me to do that, I used to use the list command. So tap on these three dots again and select list. The first is computer user guide. After that, press the enter key of your computer keyboard to get to the next line, cybersecurity. Then press the enter key again to get to the next line, Excel. Enter key, Microsoft Word. Google Docs, Android user guide. So list as many items you want to have in the slide. Okay, so this shows the courses we offer here. So you can make adjustment to this because it seems the font size is very small. So I can make it bigger so that to cover the space. Are you getting it? Okay, I think it's getting too big here. So okay, let's extend this. The text box, we extend this. Okay. Remember, this is just for tutorial purpose actually. So, but in my own convenient time, I can take time to create something more interesting. Okay. But this is how you can have a slide. Okay. The content inside your slide. So let's get to other things you can do. Before we take further steps in this tutorial, I would like us to give this presentation file a name. So click on this section with text or titled presentation. So here I can call it courses, okay? After that, press the enter key of your computer keyboard for it to be saved. Anytime you create any presentation file in Google Slides, it's automatically saved in Google Drive, okay? Google Drive is a cloud storage service developed by Google. So, as you're creating this, it's automatically saved in Google Drive. It's backed up there. For you to confirm what I'm saying, open this tab and then get to drive.google.com. Okay, you can see this file I'm working on right now named courses. So from here, you can even decide to click here and download it or take any further steps. Okay, so let's get back to our presentation. Okay, I want us to do something here. Though I said this is just for tutorial purpose, but let's make some changes here. I don't like this font type. So I'll click here inside the text box and use Ctrl A on my computer keyboard to select all the text. Then click here and then go with Times New Roman. I think it's cool. Then we can extend this, the size, we can increase the size. Good. I think we have something better here, all right? Then, for us to change the text, I want this to be a different text color. So we need to change the text color here. So I'll click here, then I'll select green. I think green will be fine. So let's click out. Okay, we have something better here, all right? If at a point you don't even like the spacing of the text, you can change the spacing, okay? So click on the text box and then select all the text. And then this is line and paragraph spacing. So click on that and then go with any option. Here, single is selected. You can go with 1.5 or you can click there again and go with something bigger. Okay. The spacing may vary depending on what you want to achieve. Okay. But let's go back to our single. I think it's okay. That's better off. Okay. Now that we have created this our first slide, you can see the courses we offer here. We have computer user guide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we offer 7 different courses. So I want to have 7 different slides where I'll highlight on what each of these courses is all about. Okay, so and then for that to be achieved, I need to duplicate each of these slides. So come to this section and right click on the slide and then select the duplicate option. So you can see duplicate slide option. So as this slide is duplicated, I can take my time to edit the content to suit what I want. Okay, so I will duplicate into 7 times. Okay, so I will work on the slide at the back end before we continue. All right. Okay, now I'm done duplicating this slide into 7, okay? So total of 8. Now let's start making the adjustments we need here, okay? So I'll click on this second slide and here I want to talk about computer user guide, all right? So Godwin Tech courses is number 1. I think I have to change this title. So click into the text box and then change this title to computer user guide, all right? Okay, now we have changed this title to computer user guide. So here we are going to explain what this really is, what it entails. Okay, so but we need to change this text color back to white. Okay, I don't want us to explain that in green. So Control A on your computer keyboard and then select white. All right. Don't worry, we are going to change this, okay? Then this section wouldn't be necessary again. Are you getting that? Because all we need is this title, and here we explain what this title is all about, what we do. Maybe we have trained a lot of students in the past. We talk about that here, and we give details of what this course covers, all right? Okay, now here, this section is a text box that have this text. Are you getting it? So we need to delete this text box. So for you to do that, click in this area once. Okay, you can see the cursor is blinking here because we have clicked on this text box. But we don't want the cursor to be blinking in the text because we want to delete this. So take your mouse here and then click. Good. Now this text box is now selected. Right click and then select delete. Now this text box is gone. So with this we have learned how to delete a text box. All right. So let's now change this. So I will explain this. Okay. Okay, here we have modified this slide. Okay, here we say we train students from different parts of the world. So distance is not a barrier in any way. Our training in this course covers updated Windows computer and Mac. So if you're a Windows PC user or a Mac PC user and you want to get training on how to make effective use of your computer, Godwin Tech offers that. So this explains the content of this course. Okay, so we may go ahead and explain more, but this is a clear highlight of what the course covers. Okay, so if you look at this part, you can see there is space here. It's intentional because I want to have an image that illustrates this course. Are you getting that? So I left it like this because time will come when we fill this space up. Okay, so with this, if I want to change this duplicate, I'll click on it and then modify it. So after the modification, from the back end by myself, we will then learn other things. Okay, so let me do that and we continue. All right, I've modified these slides. Okay, look at cybersecurity. You can see that your rate cybersecurity is an on-demand skill from different tech companies all over the world. This course walks you through on how to stay safe on the web. You gain practical knowledge on how to protect computers, servers, and mobile devices from cyber attacks. Okay, likewise, all these other slides are modified everything to suit into each of the courses. So let's get to the second slide, which is computer user guide. Okay, so I want to introduce an image that illustrates this particular course. Okay, that's I want to have a picture of computer here. So for you to insert image in a slide, click on insert, select image. Then, if the image is already existing in your computer, go with upload from computer. If you want to search through the web and get it inserted, go with this. If you want to install sticker or GIF, go with this. Okay. So, but here, let's source the image from our computer because I already saved a computer image in my PC. So I'll select that option. Now, this opens the downloads section of my PC. That's this file explorer, the downloads folder. Okay, so this is Windows 11 PC, which I've already saved. So I'll click on it and select open. Okay, you can see this image has been placed here. So I can expand it or adjust it the way I want it. But it seems this background color of this image conflicts with the major thing discussed here. So to prevent that, I need to remove this background color. And for us to do that, you have to use a website, okay? So remove background, there's a website called remove background. So remove BG, so I'll select that and then open your website. Then select upload. Then select this image, open. So this website removes the background of any image. And you can see the background has been removed, so download. Alright, this image has now been downloaded into my PC. So let's get back to our slides. So I'll click on this, press the backspace key of my computer keyboard for it to be deleted. Then insert, image, upload from computer. Then this is the image we remove the background, open. I can see it appears better now. So we have image here, we can adjust it, can drag up. Okay, so this explains this content. Okay, so let's get to cyber security and still add image there. Insert, image, upload from PC. I have a picture I've already downloaded, cyber security, open. And here is placed here. Okay, so each of these images represents the topic under discussion, which is the courses. Okay, so that is that. So you can do the same for all other slides. Okay, so at least you have learned how to insert image in a slide. Okay, all right. At the same time, you can still insert videos in a slide. For you to do that, go with the insert tab, then select video. Then you can source the video from the web, okay, or from your Google Drive. If you have the video already saved in your Google Drive, go with this option and upload it, okay. But you can upload from YouTube. So let's get to YouTube and get a video link, okay. Okay, so here I'm on YouTube. So let's search for cybersecurity. There must be a topic. Let's assume I'm the one that created the topic on YouTube. So I'll pick the link to that YouTube. Maybe I want to use it to explain something to my audience. So I'll click on it. Here is the link. So I will just copy the link, okay? Companies of all sizes. Copy. So I'll get back and then have this link paste here. Press the enter key of my computer keyboard. Yeah, so this video has shown up in the result here. So I'll click on it and select insert. So the video is now placed in my slide. Okay, so sometimes you may feel like having only videos, or you may feel like having images and videos at the same time. So whichever way you want to use, this is just how you can insert videos and images in a slide. So you can adjust this and then adjust it to this side. Okay, so just pass your message across. But here I don't need an image here, so I will delete it and drag this one up. So there's another thing you can still insert in this place. You can insert audio. Maybe you have an audio recording and you want to have it in any of your slides. First, click on the slide, then click on insert, select audio. So first you need to upload the video on your Google Drive. That's why you have the option My Drive. So if to say you have audio existing on your drive, you will be shown that will be shown to you, so you can select it and upload. But here we don't need that, okay? Okay, depending on the type of slide you're creating, the type of presentation file you're creating, there may be need for you to insert charts, okay, in what you're creating, okay. So let me select a slide. Let's say I want to insert the chart inside this slide. I'll click on the slide, then click on insert, select chart. Then let's go with column chart at this point. So, but you have some options here: bar chart, column, line, pie chart. Okay, depending on the one you want to create, or you have a data of the chart you want to create in a spreadsheet, you can go with the option here from spreadsheets. Okay, but here we don't have any data already made in the spreadsheet. So let's work with column chart. So click on that option. Okay, column chart is automatically inserted here with a default data. Are you getting it? So, but we need to make some changes to fit into the chart we want to create. So click on these three dots and select open source. Okay, from here you can see the default information placed in this spreadsheet that they used to create that chart we have in a slide. Okay, but here we want to change it. We want to change it to with the data we want to have in it. Okay, so first let me move this chart here. So let's say I want to list the number of boys and girls that is attending my academy. You understand? So here I can have males, okay, males and females. Okay, now I have updated this information. So I list some courses and the number of males and females in each of those courses. Okay, so let's assume I want to have this as a chart in a slide. Okay, so after I've updated the information here, see the representation here, then get back to your Google Slides. Okay, then click update button. Once you make updates in the data, this update button shows up automatically. So click on update. I can see this chart is now updated. Okay, you can see iPhone, Android, cybersecurity, and Excel. So you don't want it to cover the whole of the slide. You can adjust. You can see where I placed my cursor and I dragged down. Okay, can reposition it. Just have it placed properly. Okay, so this is just for tutorial purpose. So if it's just a presentation that needs charts, that needs graph, I will know how to place it properly. Okay, so it just to show you how you can have charts in a slide. All right, okay, let me just delete it because it doesn't fit in here, so I'll click on it and delete. All right, at the point you may like to find the meaning of a word you have in a slide. Okay, so for you to find the meaning of a word, slide has a tool that allows us to do that. That's a dictionary tool. Okay, the first step is to select the word. Okay, let's say I don't know the meaning of operating and I selected that. Then click the tools tab and then select the dictionary option. Where's dictionary? You can see dictionary option here, so click on it. This displays the meaning of the word operate here. Okay, so that is how you can use dictionary tool in Google Slides. Okay. After creating your presentation file, you can send it automatically to someone's email. For you to do that, click on File. Then select the option to send to email, which is email option, and then go with email this file. All right. So once you do that, follow the on-screen guide and send this file to the email address of the person you want to send it to. Okay. Also, at a point, you may feel like, okay, I don't want to have a particular slide here. Maybe let's assume Godwin Tech doesn't offer iPhone user guide course again. Okay, I can decide to delete this from the slide. For you to do that, click on the slide for it to be selected, right click on it, and then go with delete. You can see that slide on iPhone is gone. All right, so let me return it back. So I'll click on undo button. All right, let's assume that we are done creating this presentation file and we want to have a copy of it in our PC. For you to do that, click on File, select the option to download, okay? Then select the format you want it to be downloaded. PowerPoint presentation format is usually the main format. In fact, it's the number one major format of slides. So select it. But if you wish to go with other options, you can go with any other option, okay? And this file is now downloaded into our PC. So once I get to the downloads folder of my file explorer, I will see this file. It's as simple as that. All right. If you find this video helpful, please consider subscribing to this channel by hitting the subscribe button. When you do so, anytime I publish any tech video, you get notification on that. Our word of today revolves around tech, so you need to learn as much as you can, okay? Please hit that like button for me for the video to go viral. Also leave a comment. If you want to know more, you can consider watching this video as well.